So we're first going to start with working on 360 breathing. So not just belly breathing, but making sure that your ribs are expanding and then coming inward on the exhale. So I like to use a towel around my ribs because this gives me some feedback that my ribs are pressing into the towel and then moving away from the towel. And if you need a little bit of extra help, you can use the towel to kind of pull the rib cage in and down. So you'll feel the front part of your ribs closing in. So inhale, your ribs are expanding. Exhale, ribs are coming together. And the way you fill up, it's belly first, then fill upward towards your chest. So the ribs expand, and then you will feel a rise of your chest. And then if the towel is not working for you, you can also place your hands on your ribs and feel your ribs expand. So now we're going to lay on our back and use the towel in a hook lying position to practice our 360 breath again. So it's the same concept where we're inhaling and feeling the ribs pressing into the towel, and then exhale, feeling your ribs move away from the towel, or you can even use the towel to pull them in closer. So focusing on inhaling, belly, ribs, and then your chest will rise, and exhaling all of your air out. So this is a forceful exhale. So now you can place the towel aside and we're going to use our hands. I also like to use my hands to help with the rib downward motion. Just a couple more breaths here. So now let's grab our blocks, or you can use pillows, and then place another pillow under your hips. And place your hands on your lower belly. You want to make sure that your pelvis is tipping back, decreasing the arch of your back. And the purpose of this is to completely relax your pelvic floor, your belly, and your legs are completely relaxed down on the blocks or the pillows. So now we're going to go into Happy Baby. Hands can be on the outside of your feet or on your ankles if that's more comfortable. And as you inhale, you should feel your pelvic floor lengthening and moving away from your body. And then on your exhale, it returns to a neutral position. So now we're going to do some hip circles. And then repeat this on the other side. This is also to help relax the pelvic floor and the hip adductors. So this is another restorative position. A thick pillow is going to come underneath your body. It can be a pillow or a block underneath your hips. Arms are by your side in a comfortable position. It took me a couple of times to find the right spot for my arms. And then while you're in this position, make sure you're focusing on inhaling and exhaling. And on the inhale, your pelvic floor is, think of it as relaxing down and away from your body. And then on the exhale, it's returning to its neutral position. So we're going to stay here for a couple more minutes. This is a great position to do a couple of times a day, especially when your pelvic floor is feeling tight you're having some pelvic pain, abdominal pain. Just a good restorative position to help relax and reset. Make sure you continue to breathe here, and if you need to switch which direction you're looking or use a different pillow so that your head and neck feel comfortable, go ahead and experiment with that. Sometimes I find, having a smaller pillow and placing your forehead on a block is also super comfortable. So now you can put the pillow and the block away, and we are going to go into an adductor stretch while using cat-cow. So your one leg is out to the side, and you're going to look up and look down. So do this 10 to 20 times on one side. And then we're going to go back into a rocking child's pose. So think hip to heels, and you should feel a nice stretch on the inner thigh. Make sure you're moving somewhat slowly and keeping those toes up. So now let's switch sides, and we're going to do the same thing. So your leg goes out. The toes can be on the floor for this part, for the cat-cow. And again, you should feel a nice stretch in your groin, maybe in the front of your pelvis too. So once you've done this 10 times, 20 times, we're going to go into the rocking child's pose, and the toes are up for this again. In this video, I am breathing naturally, but you can pair it with your breath. So if you're pairing with your breath, you would inhale as your hips go towards your heels, and then exhale, coming back to neutral. So now we're going into a wide angle adductor stretch. I like to sit on a block because it puts your pelvis more into an anterior tilt, and it allows me to keep my back more flat. So starting in center, then you're going to walk your hands to one side, hold there, focus on your breath, and then walk your hands to the other side. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. And then go side to side a few more times.